some new people working with me today.
I am live, just me.
Chat didn't hear that because you weren't live at that point.
Okay, we're welcoming. Let me get this a second to raid. It's got to be live for a second, I think.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hope no one raids us tonight.
That'd suck real bad.
It's going to be a rate of 0. I don't even know. Like, probably people already moved over, and it still says we're not live.
Why are you doing
that? Policy. Then? I don't know. Maybe there might be 3 or 4 people. You never know. Why not, bro? It's good. The company likes it when I raid.
It's good vibes. It's positive vibes.
It's just a good practice. You know, I'm not used to doing it, and sometimes I just get lazy, and this is me fighting back.
You're right. You don't do it enough.
It says we're not live. What? It says no channel found.
I can see
no channel found. 3 grandma, 3 underscore grandma, no channel found.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why is this such a janky system? I know, but why can't, like, what the fuck? All right, what are we watching tonight? Let's begin the show. We might as well. What are we watching, JC?
So
what are we going to do about Australia?
Hello, welcome in.
Okay, finally, I got it. Go ahead, please.
You got it. So this week we've been doing a little bit of a series because Time picked
Garfield.
No, he did not pick Garfield. He picked a movie called The Fall, which many consider like a visual masterpiece. Which I can agree with, absolutely. So when I was going through, like, racking my brain...
Hold on. We've just been raided. We just got a raid.
Wow! Yay! Can we get a shout out for the raider?
Pragpro, let's go! Thank you so much for the raid,
Pragpro.
You're a legend. You're a legend.
I'm Flame Princess. Thank you, Flame Princess.
Welcome to chat,
Hey, we had 3
Prag.
people? See, that's something, JC?
Welcome to the chat, Prag.
Thank you. Welcome
in.
Sure.
So I was racking my brain trying to think about like visual masterpiece films that I wanted. I was thinking of Redline. Like I had Redline in my head. I was also thinking of Eyes Wide Shut, which is incredible. But something about me was like, I should do something that's like close to home, I feel like. And a film that not a lot of people outside of Australia really know about. And
this movie's a documentary about you, Jason.
Welcome in, right?
You've been stuck in the outback just like this fucking guy, and they keep feeding you booze. And you're not going anywhere.
He just needs $1,000, and
it's literally your current station.
Out.
You've been trying to get back to Melbourne for 3 years, and you keep waking up in fucking Galooly. And like, don't you see the parallels?
He keeps playing Heads Tails,
right?
His favorite game.
Like you love to torture kangaroos. It's like everything's happening.
Yeah. That's my life story. But I remember watching this when I was doing I was in film school, and we were doing like ozploitation films. Essentially. That was the genre that we picked for like one of our assessments. We watched a whole bunch of exploitation films. Like Razorback is another one that's very famous. And I almost picked Razorback as well because that movie's a visual treat. But something about Wake and Fright, like I saw it once when I watched it. When I watched it for the first time, I was watching it with my friend, I feel like I didn't really pay enough attention to it, but I thought it looked gorgeous. Like, I thought it was one of the best looking films I'd ever seen. So I was like, I want to watch it again. Let's pick Wake and Fright. Let's go for it. This is like an early Australian film. This is like proto-ozploitation, like before you got the like proper ozploitation films. Like this was like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre before slasher films became a thing.
Yeah, it sure was.
That's what this is like, Australia's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, essentially. And yeah, that's why I picked it.
Texas Kangaroo Massacre.
Literally.
They should have called it the Outback Kangaroo Massacre, and then they would have sold in the United States, mate.
That's right. It's
a fascinating movie.
It is truly a documentary in some ways, and it hits close to home.
Did you know this was hard for us to watch? We barely got to watch this.
I found that when I woke up.
We couldn't stream it in the United States anywhere. We couldn't buy it. We couldn't steal it. Yeah. We had to fucking go to. I was watching a sideways YouTube version. I'm like, I don't think we're gonna be able to make it. And then finally, he found the good version. That's a nice version he found. Yeah. And then I'll drop the link in the Discord so people can still review this movie. Because you know how the grandma heads are. They want to watch every movie we watch, so they can talk about it.
I had the one he watched too, where it looks like someone filmed it sideways, and I'm like, I'm not watching this. There's no way. Yeah, it's crazy. No, it's like at an angle. Not even like that. It's like at an angle. It's all. So you don't watch it like this. I was like, we can't watch this. Like I can't. Like I will buy it. I'm so mad. I will buy it. Nothing. Yeah. Couldn't find it.
So they recently did a 4K remaster of it, and that's the version that I saw on. Like they just had it on Foxtel, was the 4K remaster. So I guess because Foxtel's an Australian company, they were just like, we'll chuck Waking Fright on there.
I kept finding like a TV show of it, but I was like, this is
there is a TV show as well, a remake.
Right, the 2011 version. And then it didn't get good reviews. Like this got really. Rotten Tomatoes was like 86, and then that other one was like really not good. I would be interested to see the remake.
What they did with it, yeah. But
did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it.
They probably pulled punches or something.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me when they did the, Wolf Creek was a great, Australian horror film. And they made a sequel, which I actually really like. It didn't get good reviews, but I actually really liked the sequel. But the TV show is apparently terrible. So it's just like...
I didn't know there was a TV show. There's crazy.
A Wolf Creek TV
Aussie
show.
Only?
Aussie... It's on Stan, which is an Aussie...
I don't know what that is. What is the show about?
I guess it's about John Jarrett.
Is it he's still serial killing or is it about...
I think he's still serial killing, yeah.
It's like every week he kills a new serial killer? That's crazy.
So had you guys heard of this film before I picked it?
No.
Applebox didn't hear about it.
Really?
And he knows about all the fucking weirdo movies.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, really? So I sent him a link.
Does he like ozploitation films in general?
He loves anything that's underground like this and international. And so he is excited to watch it now that he was excited about the fact that there's a kangaroo fight. And
there's literally a kangaroo fight in this movie.
I sent him the link. We were watching some Hong Kong movies in his Discord last night. And he said he has a bone to pick with you about some of your reviews because you shared
some of my reviews,
your letterbox.
I see.
He wants to just talk to you about it. Not
I'm
like
down.
bad. Just like he just wants to talk to you, JC.
I'm down. I'm down.
Time. He has some questions for you for everyone all the time.
So what's interesting? I was reading about Waking Fright, and apparently the original film print was lost for ages until 2002 or something, and then when it got a re-release in 2002, that's when it got a lot of attention and more it was kind of like an underseen sort of film until recently in the 2000s, where it became a lot more influential. But yeah, I just want to know what you guys. Where you guys landed? Do you want to talk about do you want to talk about what it's about first?
Was this controversial in Australia? Are people pissed off about this?
From what I read, yes. From what I read,
it looked like it made it look like what's that movie with Burt Reynolds? Deliverance. It was almost Deliverance level of craziness.
What's funny about this film is that it's shot in Australia on location in Central Australia. Besides the main actors, most of the actors are Australian residents, but nearly all of the crew are foreigners. The director is a Ted Ketchoff is an Australian.
Is he British?
He's
American.
Yeah, here we go. So is directed by a Canadian, from a script by a Jamaican, with a Norwegian producer, and financed from an American fridge manufacturer.
Jamaican wrote this? What the fuck?
Isn't that wild?
Were they trying to make a statement that it's dangerous in the middle of Australia and they need to stop drinking so much? Or were they trying to say, listen, there's a fucking problem and it's called Central Australia.
Yes.
Somebody needs to give these people something to do. The size of that fucking bar is just man, it felt like 1,000 dudes just standing there drinking all day.
What's
don't
crazy?
You have anything to do?
What's crazy about this is it's really accurate. It's really observant of like Australian beer culture. I want to say I don't like, it's obviously like a gross extrapolation of that kind of social pressure and that kind of culture, but it's scarily accurate to some of the like some of the sort of what I would want to say, some of the sort of
would they say
social pressures. Yeah.
He gets a ride, right? And the guy's like, "Are you gonna have a drink with me or not?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I drove you all the way here." It's like,
insulting
"I don't drink anymore." And it's like, "What do you mean you don't drink anymore?" That was funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you're considered like a pussy if you don't drink or scull a whole beer.
I see
in
that.
one go. Like that's very common.
Is that still today?
Yeah, 100%. I've experienced that.
I'm gonna get in a fight in Australia when I visit. I guess
I couldn't. Like, nah, no way.
Like, it's less common in like more uptown places like Melbourne,
Sydney and Melbourne.
Sydney. But when the more you move out to like rural areas, like it's very common here. There's a great documentary called Hotel Coolgardie. Which is
How do you
like
spell that?
COOLGARDIE.
Thank you.
So that's a town that's right next to where I live, Kalgoorlie. And basically the documentary is it's these two female backpackers who stay in Coolgardie for I think like a month or a couple of months, and they're bartending at one of the pubs, and it just documents like the kind of attitudes that men have in regional Australia.
And what are those?
It's quite horrifying. It's very similar to what you see in Wake and Fright. And just the kind of misogynistic...
That girl was so broken. The daughter of the guy. She just like her soul was like, and she's like, "Oh, I guess this is what we do. We wander out and then she just lays down in the fucking dirt."
Like it's
that's
just normal.
Not sexy. That's not fun. What do you mean? It's like, and then he starts yakking and like,
because he's drunk too much, dude. It's crazy.
It's just crazy. It's not nice. It's not nice. Sexy.
It's not
romantic.
Nice.
See, I'm a lover. I can't do it like that. That's not how it happens. I
don't
know if Australia and I are gonna mesh.
When you get like into regional America, like I have a question. What's it like out there? Is there like a beer culture or anything like that out there?
This reminds me of rural, like I used to work in Morgan Hill, which is near a place called Gilroy, where the Gilroy Garlic Festival is. Mm-hmm. And as soon as you leave San Jose, about 15 miles, it becomes the fucking immediately becomes Central California. Almost as soon as you hit Gilroy, the temperature goes up 30 degrees because you're away from the ocean. And then you go out into like we used to like,
that's where I
was a young guy where I worked. I worked at the first caller ID corporation that invented caller ID, Sidco, and it was in Morgan Hill. And we used to go out and party out there. And there's a lot of locals from that area. So we would go to like their little, like they had places out in nowhere, like San Martin. It's just like, so there was that ruralness to it. But, it's also the 70s. So I think America was like that a lot. And like there were places that were like that because like there's no internet. Nobody's watching anybody. It's all isolated. You can get away with anything, right? There's this scene where he has him sign a confession that it was an accident, right? No data check. Right?
Exactly.
You could wander, like you could be a school teacher that ends up in a town on a stopover and then lose all your money and then just like have to live there for the rest of your life.
That's the premise of this movie.
Like the vibe, right?
That's the premise. So the premise of this movie, it stars
David Bowie.
Name? David Bowie. It stars Gary Bond, and he plays a man called John Grant, who's that guy. Who's a British school teacher who's been... he basically teaches kids in a town called Tabunda.
He teaches kids and
young adults.
Borderline adults.
Borderline adults.
A lot of glazers.
I feel like they were the only locals that could get in the room.
I was so confused. It was panning it, and I was like, "Oh, kids!" And then I was like,
"Oh,
they're getting older."
See you next year. That one guy's like, "Okay, I'll see you next year." He's like 30 years old. He just likes to go to school, and so they keep pushing it. Like he just has a place to go every day.
Yeah, like he teaches every year group, like age group. It's just one class. Yeah,
it's all one class.
The older kids teach the younger kids, sort of thing. Yeah. But
so he has to go home for Christmas to see his girlfriend.
Yeah, to see his girlfriend in Sydney. Yeah, his girlfriend lives in Sydney. So he heads into this town just like as a stopover before he's meant to head to Sydney. and he visits a local pub that is like that first shot when you walk into the pub and it's just like it's this huge shed just like filled with people, filled with
1,000 people maybe.
It was crazy.
And none of the women are ever seen in that town except for like in the house
and
to be used as a fucking tool, to be used as another instrument. And they're so sad. And like all the women are pissed in that in this movie too. The barmaid, like there's the one when he goes to get his suitcases and she's glaring at him like she doesn't give a fuck.
About the chick who's putting water on her chest like this.
Oh, that was another one. Like she's like checked out.
Hands in the water.
Like, she's just like rubbing her fucking tits with the fan all day, and she's like there's like a. It is a horror movie, though, isn't it?
It is
like
a horror
Twilight
movie.
Zone.
Yeah,
it really is a Twilight Zone movie.
It reminded me of Blue Velvet in some ways, like just how like kind of fucked that, like the sort of undercurrent of that movie gets towards the end. You get that kind of sense that I'm
mania
going for.
and like things that are out of control. It starts fun and light and like and then it keeps going. And then those two goons that are friends with Donald Pleasance's character are just horrific. Those two idiots.
Yeah,
like the two big guys that are driving,
goofy Australian dudes. Yeah,
driving the truck. Are there a lot of people like that still in Australia?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I've met so many.
Feral bogans. You call them bogans, is what we call them.
The bogans.
Is this guy this one?
That's from Halloween. The doctor from Halloween.
Is he the doctor from Halloween?
Yeah, he's Dr. Loomis from Halloween.
He was great in this.
He also looks like Phil Collins in the music video for Illegal
He
Alien.
looks like you if you shaved your fucking head like that. You would look just like him.
I would never do
that.
Yeah,
just sit there with your shirt and like try it. No. You could try it.
No.
He's also
he was great in this though. I love this character.
He's also Blofeld in You Only Live Twice, but I think this is his best performance. Like hot take. I think he's incredible in this.
He's really good in this.
His Australian accent is on point. And like just the way he kind of carries himself and like the way he eats and everything is just like this laid back dude is
like giving up and he's floating down the river and he's just like cooking himself.
There was that one scene where you see him before and then he's at that guy's house dinner. And then he's talking to the main guy, he's talking to the daughter, and then all of a sudden this dude shows up at the house and he's just there, and then it cuts away, and then it shows up again and he's upside down
drinking beer upside and he's like the esophagus is what gets drinks down because he's a physician, right? He's a physician that had his medical license revoked, and now he's just he's just living in the
shed.
dumps. Like his house
trash.
His house looks like Jason's hut from like Friday the 13th.
How hot must it be? There's no insulation, and it must be 100 degrees Fahrenheit all the time. And like, are they not cooking at 4 o'clock in there?
Yeah, look at his at his tan, bro. He's got the worst.
I don't know how people live in that heat without like air conditioning in the olden days. I don't know how they did it because it's oppressive.
Mm-hmm. And people still live in Alice Springs like that. At least in Kalgoorlie, like air conditioning is a big business. But like you get out to more rural towns,
live there without it.
It's like fans. Like they have fans, and that's it.
We have a place called the Salton Sea, and we have a place called Death Valley, right? And there's a lot of little fucking weirdo. We have Sky Valley, and if you go down to where they have Coachella, right? There's like sections of California that very much have this shit happening still because it's a giant state. You can go up to Humboldt into the woods and there's nobody going to protect you from the locals in the mountains. Like the mountains are privately owned. Like if you go up the wrong pass and they're growing weed or something up there they don't want you to know about, like people disappear.
I love
it's Appalachia.
I love
California.
Like Donald Pleasance, like in that, like when he wakes up in his hut for the first time and he's like making him breakfast and the camera gets kangaroo. The camera follows him for a good solid, I swear, 15 minutes of him just like pacing around his hut. Like he sits down, he eats maybe like 2 bites and then he gets up again, grabs a drink, sits back down, drinks it, and then gets back up again, does another thing.
Why is he stuck? He gets involved in a gambling game where they take 2 quarters or dollars, whatever, and they flip them, and so you have to match.
It's
right?
called.
It's basically.
It's called Two Up.
Two Up.
It's called Two Up. It is illegal in Australia now. There's only...
What?
What?
It's flipping a coin is illegal in Australia. Like, how do you regulate that though? Like, how do you
gambling,
stop that?
Like most like
craps is illegal here too, JC. But like people are throwing dice.
Casinos are illegal outside of cities. You can still bet on horse racing in regional Australia, but Two Up is illegal except one place in Australia, and it's nearby where I live. It's up north, called Broad Arrow.
That sounds fun.
It's a pub called Broad Arrow, where it's a historical site, so they turn a blind eye to it. But it's the only place in Australia you can play Two Up anymore.
And so he's up. He wins 3 in a row, and he's like, "Oh, I'll just go back and like I'll be able to pay off all my loans." And like, how mad were you when he didn't just walk out? Like he could have been in Sydney with $700 and chilling
with his girl. Yeah, it would have been.
But why did he do it? Why is he self-destructing? Like he doesn't seem like he just hates being a teacher so bad that he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, to get away from the teaching thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but then he's also like making things worse every time. Like the chaos, he keeps getting deeper and deeper into the chaos, right? Like, you know, like to the point where he's trying to wrestle a kangaroo at one time because
But that's gambling addiction, right? Like it's kind of the
it's the alcohol meme too, probably.
Yeah, and you know the meme of like the diamond miner. He's like that close.
Yes.
One more dig, and there's the diamonds. Yeah,
right behind the wall.
Exactly. Like that's the kind of mentality he has. He's like one more will do it, and it's so frustrating because he throws it up and he gets heads, which is what he needed. But he threw it wrong, so they're like, "No, fuck it."
He flipped his wrist instead of throwing it up in the air.
Throw it up over your head. Yeah.
And then it's funny when he goes to town the first day and the sheriff meets him, and the sheriff drinks the fucking beer, and he expects him to guzzle, like immediately shoot it, and then he's like, get it, like every time. Like there's a lot of problems, and like I'm shocked that they don't drink hard liquor in a town like that, but that would be too crazy.
It's all beer.
That's the only thing that keeps it sane.
Like I drink spirits, but in general, like beer is pretty much the drink of choice. And here's the thing: is like I feel like beer, to me is something. If you have a good beer, which Australia has good beer, I feel like it's something you're meant to drink slowly. You're meant to sip it and enjoy it. It's like malt. But like the culture's like so ingrained here that you just chug it. And I don't know, I've never understood it, because it makes your stomach heavy, you feel like shit, like something that spirits don't really do. Like spirits, you don't feel as bad.
Yeah, it's a lot of fucking liquid, right?
It's like, and it's heavy, it's like malt, so I don't get it. I don't get the culture, but that's the way it is. It's a sign of disrespect if you don't. Like, if someone sculls their drink, like, it's kind of like, it's disrespectful to not, finish it with them. It's very, very common. And yeah, like, it's basically like, oh, you're a pussy if you don't. You know what I mean? Like,
in this country, you have something called a beer bong. Do you know what a beer bong is?
Is that like the long trumpet thing?
We had a 2-story beer bong in college, and we started at the top floor. And I never would do it because it's so like everyone who did it would just immediately projectile vomit their whole and just be so fucked up.
How much did they pour down the thing?
They would just keep filling it with beers until it was full. They didn't.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Have you guys heard of a shoey?
Yeah.
Ever done a shoey?
I've never done a shoey. No.
I would never.
I don't drink beer, so yeah.
So very common here. Like it's, I'm pretty sure it originated here. The shoey.
When did it originate? Was it during the time of this movie?
Shoey.
No, they just take their own shoe and they fill it with beer, and then they just guzzle it down. It's gross. Have you done
I've never done it. I've never done it. No, I've never done it.
You made that face like you've done it.
No, I've never done it.
Well, just thinking about how nasty my fucking tennis shoes get.
Oh, that'd be so bad. I can't even.
See, you wore sandals. Can't do it then.
Exactly, like Crocs. It just like spills out. Yeah. Get someone else's shoe. But essentially, he meets Donald Pleasance like on the off chance, but like most of the start of the film is him hanging out with the sheriff, right? Yeah. And the sheriff,
The only good thing about that town is $1 steak. That's the only good thing.
Oh, the steak looked really good.
The steak looked great. Yeah.
It was
the steak with the eggs and chips.
He didn't eat it all as well. You know what's really funny? When this film started out, like when he goes into that first bar, and he's talking about his job, and the guy hands him a beer. I watched this with my dad. Guy hands him a beer. He drinks half of it and leaves. And my dad's like, he didn't finish that. How dare he not finish that?
Too. I thought that too. I'm like, it's weird he didn't finish the whole beer. He left some of it in there.
He's like, you better finish it. He's like, oh, I hate him now. Like, it's
that's like, a bit of foreshadowing.
Yeah, I was like, that's exactly like what this film's like dives into, is that kind of thing. Which
it's only beer that Australians do that with. Is it everything? Like, do you have to clean your plate, or is it only beer? It's like, and like, what if you're drinking whiskey? Do people shoot whiskey like that? Because it would be a very short.
No, I think it's specifically a beer thing. Like.
And what's the number one beer?
Depends where you are.
In
like,
where you live.
Where I live, probably like Carlton Draft. Carlton Draft, VB. My dad likes to drink.
And you guys don't have Foster's there, which I don't understand. Like, you have it, but
we
you don't
have
drink
it. No one drinks Foster's.
Everyone. That's what Americans assume Australians drink, which is so dumb.
It's really dumb.
It's gross. Yeah, Foster's is. I remember how nasty it was. It was never good. They just served it in that oil can, and so dumb 20-year-olds were like, "Oh, more beer,
more beer." It's I've never had a Foster's in my life, so I don't even know. Yeah, I've never had
Australian for beer. That's literally what they say. They say it's Australian for beer.
Yeah.
You know how
that's
fucked
their
up
like
that
that's
is?
their that's their marketing.
That's what they say. Yeah, you should see some of the commercials.
Foster's,
it's all
Australian for beer.
That's crazy. Yeah. Like the common beers, like 4X Gold is pretty big as well.
You don't have that either.
Never heard of that.
No.
You can't import Australian beer to the U.S. because it would be so nasty by the time it got here. Beer should be fresh.
Yeah.
You need to brew it in your own country, and that's what most imported beers kind of do. Like
it's
Guinness,
like Guinness.
brews
Like
it here.
Guinness sucks. Like Australian Guinness sucks
if they don't brew it fresh. Yeah, you gotta make it fresh.
When I went to Ireland, I had Guinness. Like the Guinness in Ireland is delicious.
Guinness was always my favorite.
Yeah,
it tastes like chocolate.
It's a very heavy beer. Yeah, it's dark.
It's not that. It's a stout. I don't know. Maybe
it's a
stout.
I know,
but it's really it's a kind of stout that doesn't really hit you heavy. I feel like I don't know what. It's something about the way they brew it that I remember. It's a very tasty. It tastes just like a fucking milkshake.
It's good.
Smoky.
It's good.
It has a smokiness to it.
Like a malty milkshake. Yeah.
I used to really love Sam Adams stout. They make a cream stout that's very chocolatey and. Have you ever had? Do you have Sam Adams in Australia?
It's like I don't recognize. My dad would one of the first. I don't drink a lot of
breweries.
beer. I'm a spirits guy. But
what do you drink,
like
vodka,
like rum. I like rum.
Rum?
Yeah.
And with what?
With
mixed?
Coke. Rum and Coke.
Rum and Coke. Diet or sugar Coke?
Diet. Like
Diet.
Like Pepsi Max. Yeah.
Doesn't rum fuck you up though? I feel like rum is like hard.
Yeah,
you just enjoy it. You're used to it.
Yeah, I like the taste of it.
What type of rum?
Well, there's lots. Like there's the Australian one, obviously.
Do you like dark rum or do you like light?
Like a Bundy.
Light rum.
Dark rum, like for sure. I can't stand Bacardi. That stuff's gross.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gross. But
like
I like
Malibu. Would you go with a Malibu?
I like Malibu. Like
Captain
when I'm feeling fruity, but Captain Morgan.
But in these parts.
Feel a little fruity around here.
You like that coconut when they put a little coconut and
pina colada.
Okay.
But I like a dark rum, like Captain Morgan, Sailor Jerry's, like that sort of stuff.
Sailor Jerry's, oh shit,
that's some good shit. Like a Kraken rum, that's some good stuff. But yeah, so this movie, like, it's basically a descent into madness, right? Part of it,
and they really injured the kangaroos, and like I know that of a lot of our viewers don't like it when the animals.
Like the crew didn't. The crew didn't.
When the wrestling with a kangaroo, how do they fake that? Like you can see the actor with the injured kangaroo, and he's grabbing it by the tail, and it's like,
yeah.
How do you fake that? I don't think they faked that.
No, I don't think they did.
I wasn't happy. I wasn't crazy about all that shit, bro.
No, fair enough.
Did they fake shooting the kangaroos?
No, it was real. Okay. It was real. No, but here's the thing. Did it have a producer's note at the end of your version?
Yes.
It did?
Yes, I saw the note.
Yeah, so the hunting
scenes... And it said
that
it was approved by the UK and Australian PETA at that time.
Yeah, it was...
But I feel like you could have... Back in 71, you could have, handed somebody some money and said,
that's fair,
listen,
that's
this is
fair.
pretty cool.
But it was shot like they didn't go out and shoot kangaroos. Like, it was during a mandated professional...
but they were chasing the kangaroos in a fucking truck or a car.
But that's the film, right? That's them. Like, they weren't running over the kangaroos or anything. Like, they were just...
Well, the kangaroos don't know it's a movie. You know that, right?
I know. I'm just saying.
You know that kangaroos were endangered species in 1971?
I didn't know that.
You didn't.
I didn't know that.
It said.
I don't know if it's
the
true.
Producer's comment. It said Australian
I actually don't know if
kangaroos were endangered. Well, that's what they're claiming. You think they're being fucking obtuse?
I do, honestly. Kangaroos
are
kangaroos
right?
are some of the most common. You can't go anywhere without running into a kangaroo.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe they were just gassing so many of them like that eventually the numbers just dwindled, and then they let them come back.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. That part is very that part of the film is very gray area. At the very least, it was obviously sanctioned by welfare organizations, but unlike a certain other film that we watched a few weeks ago.
But what about that time when they took the wombat out of the hole and cut it all up like the turtle
in this movie?
No, they didn't do that. Thankfully,
no, they didn't.
Those guys were just assholes. It wasn't even Donald Pleasance and the main character. It was these two fucking
buffoons, the big
and then they start fighting.
Essentially,
they're just fighting. These two are talking about they're trying to talk about philosophy, and the other one's just start punching through the fucking wall.
It's a great contrast,
huge.
Right?
They're fucking huge too. You really couldn't say anything to those guys. They're 6'4" and there's two of them. So you kind of have to don't get yourself out in the outback like that. You might be ending up fighting a kangaroo.
How did we feel about this movie, boys? Because I feel like I haven't got a sense of
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what do you think, Tom?
It flew by. I was into it.
Here we go. I want to hear it.
Here we go.
Is the silence?
Oh boy.
If I may trouble you guys for a favor here, can you explain what happened in the last half hour of the movie?
He got caught. He couldn't afford to get out, and then they tried to drive it. He thought he was going to Sydney, and he just drove him right back.
No, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I'm watching the movie, right? I'm moderately enthralled.
Yeah.
And then I start to become more confused because of his actions and what's happening, and it just seems like it's going to get crazy. But it kind of toes a line of some shit's about to happen, but it never does.
He busts into there with a gun, and if somebody was in there, I feel like he was going to shoot Donald Pleasance, but then he ends up shooting himself.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So it toes a line of something crazy about to happen, and nothing ever happens, right? And then
he shoots himself in the head.
Hold on.
Okay.
Can I finish?
I don't know when you're done ever. That's the problem.
When I stop talking is when I'm done.
Well, you take long pauses in between sentences.
When you have some decorum and you let me finish.
It's not decorum.
Nothing happens, and then we get to the kangaroo scene, and I was very upset and very taken aback by what's happening, so I stopped watching the movie.
Right. So wait, so you didn't finish the movie?
I refused to finish this movie after that.
Really?
That kangaroo scene was insane to me.
Yeah, it is.
I was legit sick to my stomach because the first one they show, he because they were shooting them. I think when it was night the daytime before they got to that guy's house and they were drinking whatever, and then the dog chases after the kangaroo and it catches it, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy, okay, whatever. And they shoot the fox, and I'm like, it's crazy, whatever. So they're drinking this and that, whatever. And then it's night, and they go, and that's when the whole big kangaroo thing happens. And they're all standing there staring at him because the light's focusing on him. And the first one is just standing there like this, and he gets shot right in the chest, and he just crumbles. And that was so.
Yeah,
they don't have
rough.
predators,
that was
so
crazy to me.
They don't know to run away.
Just to see that was like insane. And then I was like, okay, like that sucks, and okay. And then it keeps happening, and they keep doing it, and I'm just watching it. And the way these fucking kangaroos are getting slaughtered on film is just very concerning to me. I couldn't watch it anymore because it was so graphic. There's a way to kind of do it. I think like if they could have done it to where you hear the shot and you see him fall down, or you just see the body dead. They did it, and unfortunately they did it, but they did it. And whether or not they have the blessing or the rights, the permits, whatever, that's whatever. But you show their body on the ground, whatever. But to just show them like physically like being murdered, and their bodies are just falling apart. You have one look and he gets shot in the head. You got one that's running and he gets shot like in the leg, and then he slows down, and then he gets shot again. You get another one that's getting shot and he's still running, and it just follows him, and I couldn't do it. It was just it was too much for me. At that point I felt like the movie was boring and nothing was happening. Like again, they're towing the line, nothing's happening. You have that whole scene with the daughter and those two meathead guys that come in. And the guy's like in her way, and he's like blocking her from going. And I'm like, oh shit, something's gonna happen. Nothing happens, And it's like this guy's making these decisions that lead him to certain places, and go to more shadier places. And the whole sheriff thing, I felt like that was gonna go somewhere, and it never did.
I don't think the point wasn't like the destination.
That's the point. It never goes anywhere.
Well, the point is like the kind of uncomfortable, like suffocating air, like you feel like something bad's gonna happen the whole time. Yeah, like that's the point.
Right?
Like, is that feeling that's what it's trying to get at? Is that kind of social
I was getting
pressure.
that feeling for a little bit, but constantly making me get that feeling is kind of like a numbing way of like nothing's gonna happen. I'm now not uncomfortable. I'm more annoyed that nothing's happening because I'm expecting something to happen. Which I guess if you keep doing it and then something does happen, that's crazy. But again, once the kangaroo started doing it and they were lingering on it, I was gonna keep pressing on. So I started skipping ahead a little bit, and then I think they stopped at some point, and I thought it was done. And then the main guy right here, whatever, he goes to like fight one, and then he stabs it or some shit like that, and I was like, no, I can't.
Yeah. I mean, that was
I just couldn't get to that point.
He didn't
That's
actually
not fake
stab
at all, right?
But he didn't actually stab a kangaroo. But
you still have to wrestle with the injured kangaroo, and like what I'm saying. It's fucking. And this is the thing. Like one of the most horrific things is that they didn't even use the meat. Or they didn't even use the body. They didn't use. They just dumped it. It's just like a total thrill kill, and it's horrific. And obviously,
that made me
I think they
uncomfortable.
probably included it based on that statement because it was happening so often that they wanted to bring attention to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they filmed it, and maybe they did. This was a legal licensed hunt by the state, and then they shot it that way. But like. I understand. It's like they were condemning it in the movie. I think they were trying to show it sucks.
That note at the end, was that there in the first time you saw it, or was it there the second time you saw it?
It was both times.
I think it's
always been on there.
Oh, it wasn't.
I think it was on there from its release date. It was always there. Yeah. Ketchoff, the director, is a vegetarian and has defended it. Like the use of the hunting footage.
Well, I'll tell you right now. I mean, that's how they get meat. That we eat is there. It's not nice to chickens and cows and lambs, but I'm not excusing it because they're killing the animal for no reason. Yeah, not even the meat, not even the hide, not even so. In the movie,
fox,
like just shooting at that fox, like them sitting on the porch is a perfect example of how shit they are because they're all lined up. And they can't hit this fucking fox. They can't even shoot straight, right? Yeah. They're so fucking drunk. And then they just leave the animal there. And he's like, don't get the pelt, mate. It's all fucking scraggly.
But that's the issue of the character. That's the issue of the characters in the movie, though. Like that's not.
Yeah, you're condemning
an issue with the film.
Oh no, I'm just saying that's about the characters.
Yeah.
And the film was trying to show that is an issue. They don't respect in this area. They're not respecting life. They're not respecting.
Yeah.
anything. They're just sitting around drinking all day, staying up all night, shooting, driving around. Someone's gonna get killed very shortly. And then obviously one of these fucking people went out there, and the people are like, "Oh, this resonates with me. We should make a movie about this because this happens all the time." I feel like this is not like people are like, "Oh my god, this is shocking." That's not what it's like in the Outback. I feel like they were kind of like hitting a nerve in the same way they kind of did in Deliverance, right? Where they didn't harm any animals. Deliverance is a movie with Burt Reynolds and Ned Beatty where they go into the swamp and then the locals attack them, right? But they don't hurt any animals. They hurt Ned Beatty. There's a very graphic raping of Ned Beatty by the locals. Right?
That's crazy.
And so to me, that's the U.S. version of this movie. But they didn't do that exactly. And like it's almost like a raping of the daughter because she's so checked out. I feel like there's like barely any consent. It's just miserable. It's just a fucking hell. It's a Twilight Zone. And Donald Pleasance says at one point, devils don't recognize their home as hell or something of that note that it was prescient.
Oh, yeah. He said at the beginning, didn't he?
And they kind of just...
all the little devils are proud of hell. All the little devils are proud of hell.
And they just kind of accept their existence, right? Like, that's kind of the whole point, is they accept their existence.
They're just fucking broken.
I was trying to
care.
To explain,
nihilist.
So again, I stopped watching at that point. I was trying to explain, and I don't know if these characters change afterwards. To explain to Flame, like I kind of like whatever she was asking me about it, and I'm like, he's with these people, and like, I don't know if they're bad people, but they just like are dumb and they do like questionable / bad things. I was like. He's in like these weird positions. Like the main guy, he's these two big guys come over and he's like, well, I'm gonna leave. I'm getting out of here. And then the other guy's like, no, just you can't leave at a time like this. Just stay. Yeah. We'll figure it out tomorrow. Whatever. I go. So it's like but the way he says it and these two guys being so imposing, it's like okay, some shit's gonna happen and it's crazy. I go and then like.
And then it does.
Nothing happens immediately at that point. Nothing happens immediately. Yeah. I go. So you don't really know. Like you assume these people are all bad. And then they're gonna drink, and then the guy's like, "I don't have any money." And they're like, "I didn't ask if you had money. I do want to drink." And then they drink, and it's like, so that's nice. And then when they're at that guy's place to drink, when they're shooting the fox, the main guy was like, "Hey, I got some money. I'll pay for the last round." And they're just like, "No, you're not paying for. When you get money, you can come back and you can like, get us all around or buy us whatever." And I'm like, again, I don't think that's like evil, but I mean. I think something's coming, isn't that whatever? I don't know.
It just shows their intent is so frivolous. They don't have nothing to do. Like, it reminds me a lot of college. Guys hanging out in the middle of the afternoon because there's no, like, sometimes in college you have your schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday are your classes, and then Tuesday, Thursday, because you have work and shit. Yeah. And so you'll have a Tuesday afternoon and there'll be 8 dudes getting drunk, right? And that's in the afternoon. And it's very common. Right. And so like I feel like they were like inferencing the point, like the frivolity of the whole fucking thing. It's just like they're just all they want to do is drink all day.
Yeah.
And I feel like we that movie we saw, Brave New World, where they had the how the colony was breaking down because everyone just wanted to hang out and they didn't want to fucking work, and they were all they were just very narrow minded and they didn't want to try new things. And it was just like the lack of motivation and the lack of things to do and the lack of opportunity around them. Because I guess they just all work in the mines for a couple months and then they, I don't know what they fucking do, but it's not working for them. It feels like, gold mining town.
What was I going to say? So I want to describe what happens after the kangaroo hunt. Basically, they go back and they go back to the hut where they shot the fox. And while Donald Pleasance is like talking to John about like philosophy and all his favorite philosophers, these two other guys, the two meatheads, are just like having this big like clobbering match, just like brutalizing each other.
They just start like fun and like and then they slowly gets crazier and crazier.
Like actually fighting. They start breaking the house. Yeah,
they go through the house. It's like crazy.
And then Donald Pleasance tries to break them up, and it doesn't work. And then they get thrown out by the house owner.
Is that after that they're like pouring beer? Like he gives them a beer shower in the. Yeah. And then they like, did they have they fell asleep together, and then they had the bright light. Like they might have hooked up. I don't know.
Like John and Donald Pleasance's character. I can't remember his name. It's Doc something.
Doc something. You can call him
Doc. Doc Titan. His name's Doc.
They go back. John is the main. Right?
They go back to his hut, and they're basically they're fighting each other, but also dancing. And there's like the light is swinging. It kind of reminded. Lighthouse. Yeah, I was gonna say it reminded me of that scene in the lighthouse where they're like fighting each other, but then also dancing and pouring beers on each other. And they're kind of
so fucked up.
And they end up like lying on top of each other, and it's like there's like a moment where you're like, oh, they're gonna hook up, and then it cuts to black, and he wakes up the next day.
They might have hooked up.
I think they did.
Yeah.
Like, and it's kind of the same question of didn't they in the lighthouse as well?
It's weird the next day because the doctor's like he's just like running out of there, right? And like it feels a little uncomfortable.
But he leaves. He leaves. No, that's wait.
Or is that
so? When does the shooting happen? Because
here's what happens. He says, "Okay, I'm gonna get the fuck out of town." Because the next morning after the kangaroo fight,
that's right.
Then he's like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna get out." And so he finally gets his shit enough, and then he decides to start walking the fuck to Sydney. And he finally gets a ride to one section, and then he gets almost to a place where there's a truck driver, and he asks the truck driver, "Are you going to the city?"
He sees he sees a truck that says Sydney, like Sydney Materials or something on it. So he assumes that it's going to Sydney. And he asks the truck driver, like, are you going to the city? I have a gun I can give you to pay for the trip and $1. And he's like, yeah, okay. So then he drives, like he gets in his truck and falls asleep. Wakes up and he's back in he's back in Yabba.
Yabba.
And he's like, what? Like, I thought you were going to the city. It's like, yeah, this is the city. Like, this is the city to him.
So he's
like, back. He's back where he started, and he has like kind of this. He kind of has like this vision of like what happened the night before with Donald Pleasance. And he's like, all right. And then he just decides, I'm going to kill him. So he goes to his hut. Like, he takes the gun.
Does he decide that, though? He just, like, marches over there, like, without a plan, I think.
No, yeah. He just walks in, and he's not home. So he sits in the corner with the gun and points it at the door frame.
The door,
waiting for him to show up. And then after a little while...
So that's how you know they hooked up. I think that's why he's so mad that he's like... he doesn't want to... You know, he feels like he's ashamed.
He's ashamed, yeah. But then he's like... Instead, he turns the gun around. He points. And he does one of these. Points at his own head
at the bad angle.
Doc shows up and he's like, "Wait!" Bang! It like misses.
It grazes,
and
then he wakes up in the hospital.
And
then the doctor gets him back home.
The sheriff shows up. Yeah, no, the sheriff shows up. And he's like,
ended it.
I do like the way they ended it.
They shouldn't have never got him back home. He should have still been in that town.
He didn't go back to Sydney.
I know. He went back to his original town where he's teaching.
Because he's been there for so long that he's like wasted his holiday, right?
Oh, the whole Christmas break is over?
Yeah, that's right.
In the hospital.
Yeah, because he's been asleep for that long.
She never gets there.
What was I going to say? The sheriff shows up. Yeah, and he's like, "Can you just sign this to say it was an accident?" Or like, just like sign. And he's like, "Yeah, whatever."
The sheriff writes it for him, and he says, "Just sign this." And then they let him. You know, he heals up, and then
the doc's outside. Pleasance is outside.
Puts him on a train.
Like,
and then they offer him a beer in the train. He's like, "Yeah, give me a bear," which is the craziest part.
Well, that's the thing. Movie. Is like he's kind of being ingratiated. He's gone through the.
He's never leaving.
It's like it was like a hazing ritual, right? Like that's the kind of whole idea. Yeah,
maybe I understood this part wrong at the beginning. But when he first gets on
the train,
no, it was a bus first, I think, right? It was a bus first.
Okay.
The train? Yeah. So when he goes and he talks to that guy, he talks to some random dude, and he tells him, "Oh, are you gonna go to Yaba?" And he's like, "I wasn't planning on it, whatever." And he's like, "Oh, well, you know," he's like, "Is there anything worth going to?" And he's like, "It's not a bad place, whatever." Was he not initially going to stop in Yaba, or was he always going to stop there?
I think he was always going to stop there.
Okay.
It's just like it was just where the train takes off from.
Oh, okay.
Or the bus, whichever one. Whichever one was going to take him to Sydney, it was a stop off. Like there was like he had to spend one night there.
Train, and I just assumed that since that guy was kind of like, it's kind of worth seeing, whatever, that he just decided to stop there for a second.
He's like, it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor and yabba dabba, as long as you're a good bloke and you like to drink beer and punch kangaroos in the fucking throat, mate, you can come here and live forever, and you don't have to have any money. That costs 99 cents for a meal. Right?
That guy explained the whole
Australia's
right in front of us.
I kind of wish that you finished the film though, Time, because it doesn't have anything like that after.
Well, but it was just like at that point it was just like I was sick.
It had pissed you off. It had pissed you off. No, fair enough.
It pissed me off too.
It was so egregious.
But it was meant to. Like that was kind of the point,
right?
Yeah.
But I would have walked out in the movie theater if I saw that too. So.
Well, you'd be right with the Cairns screening in 2002.
Ooh, the cons. Oh, when they were
2009 when they re-released it.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
in 2009. Where was it? So 12 people walked out during the kangaroo hunt in the Cairns screening.
I see stuff on Twitter that I don't like all the time, but I can't walk out of my own house. It's not like it's not going to make those kangaroos come back.
You can close Twitter though.
I will be honest. I will be honest.
But it's like like if I see something on the news, I can't. I have to see the world.
I will be honest. I did almost turn off Cannibal Holocaust during the turtle scene. So
that would have been more. That was closer for me, bro.
Yeah,
and I watched it like this, like one of like I don't like to watch that. At least shit at all. And I ate
the turtle though.
I hope, I guess.
At least they fucking.
Well, in the movie, they didn't eat it, but like
because I watch it doesn't mean I like it.
Like it was a professional hunt, so it was for meat.
Is there a documentary about how they? I'm sure there's some.
I'm sure there is.
I'm gonna look it up to find out how they did it, and I want to learn because it made me sick.
That covers. It's crazy that it's specifically for us. It covers Cannibal Holocaust, this movie, and then it covers the treatment of animals in Babe Part 2. But it's all directed by Roman Polanski, which is crazy.
It's all directed by Roman Polanski.
Yeah.
I also want to mention the director of this movie has made other bangers as well.
Yeah.
Like he made he made First Blood, which is the first Rambo film.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is a banger.
Ted Ketchoff, yeah. And he made Weekend at Bernie's, which is one of the best comedies of all time. Yeah, he directed Weekend at Bernie's.
Here's the deal: they can't watch Weekend at Bernie's because this director harms animals, and you're just supporting him, platforming him.
He didn't.
You have to walk out of this director's life. You can't just walk out of one movie.
I love Weekend at Bernie's. How dare you?
Yeah, it's a great movie. Weekend at Bernie's.
There was a seagull that gets the flu in Weekend from Bernie's, and they don't have a mask on it.
They literally killed the actor that portrayed Bernie, and no one knows about that.
No,
it was.
He was like, I do things method, and they killed him.
And he also did Fun with Dick and Jane as well, which is
that was okay.
I remember.
Yeah,
it was mid.
He's also made another movie called The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz. I don't know what that is, but apparently it's good.
I've heard of it.
Apparently it's very good. But yeah, thank you guys for attempting to watch this. At
Do we
least.
have to sum up? Don't we get to put a number on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prag, you go first.
One of the things I wanted to make a movie podcast about when we started this was I love when they hurt animals. And I am trying to make sure there's no prosthetics, no Muppets in the movie. I want real animals hurt all the time. That's what I love. And so it was a great honor to see a movie like this where I got to see innocent creatures mangled and disturbed. I think this movie was meant to be a fucking horror movie. If they made it today, it could have been a lot spookier and sinister. They could have done some interesting, I would have had some more surrealism in it, or maybe the sky turns a fucking weird color at some point. I think they do enough. This is my time. I'm reclaiming my time, Senator. Just like time goes to waste does to me.
Prag, you have the floor.
It works. See, it works.
No, I'm pausing. We're gonna have 5 seconds of silence for kangaroos. Pause. Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, kangaroos.
I didn't know know anything about this movie. I went into it like, okay, I thought I had no idea what it was going to be. I knew it was Australian outback. That's about it. I didn't read about it. And so I enjoyed the acting so much that I got engaged, right? I love the first character in the first town, that guy who like runs the bar or the train station, or just like that Australian outback man, right? I just thought his character was so interesting, and I thought the acting was really good, and it was really anthropological about rural Australia in the 70s and some of the issues that they are facing. And I thought it was interesting because I got to learn a lot about like the culture and like the beer hall, and I didn't know anything about the fucking coin game and how they interact, and the misogyny was fucking off the fucking charts. And like, you know, all the cliches you hear about machismo in Australian men is on full display. But this movie is here to say this is not good. Yeah. This is bad. We should be doing better. But one of the things it doesn't do is say a better path. There's no really silver lining character in this because they all are fucking shit. Like even the main character makes all the bad choices. And so, but they're trying to show how they can subvert your own ethics and your own morality if you're placed in a hot town with nothing to do over a long enough time and you drink enough, and that takes away alcohol. What it is great at doing is taking away your fear of trying things, right? Like it takes away all of your inhibitions. And so next thing you know, and then they note that they mostly drink beer until the whiskey comes out. That's when the craziness starts, when they really accelerate it. So I enjoyed learning about Australian cinema, and I did enjoy this film. I hate that they hurt the kangaroos. I hope they did it ethically. I think they were trying to condemn it. And sometimes you have to shock people. And in the 70s, that would have been a shocker. It would have been really, people in Australia would have been like, oh shit, I like kangaroos. That's our national animal. Like, can we like do this a better way? I bet the pressure came from this. And I don't think that's a good way to do things. Like, you shouldn't harm the thing you're trying to protect in order to save it, right? Like, it's kind of exploitive, and that's, I guess, ozploitation, right? They're exploiting the kangaroos to save the kangaroos, and to me, that's kind of like, I feel like they felt like that was going to happen no matter what, whether they filmed it or not. So I think it was a really good movie. I enjoyed it, 85, and I would recommend it to all my Aussie heads and like people who want to learn about different fucking scary cultures.
It was good, Prag. Well done. Time. Where are you landing on with this?
Short and sweet. This movie already got negative points to start because we couldn't find it. That was annoying. It didn't say Wake and Fright in the movie. So
I didn't.
It didn't.
Damn it.
That
I have to deduct points now. I have to recalculate.
I really want to give this movie a 0 just because I that scene pissed me off, but I think I'm gonna have to give it a DNF. I did not finish.
I can accept that.
Yeah,
I can accept that.
So I will say this: the acting. I don't want to say it was like it wasn't exceptionally good, but it was like realistically good. You know what I mean? Like especially the main guy. I liked his acting a lot. I really believed and felt like he was developing a gambling addiction in that scene because he got super excited and he was like kind of confused at what people were saying, but he like it really sold it for me. The uncomfortableness of the scenes he was in with the sheriff, I enjoyed. You know, when he was like, "I'll get you another beer," he's like, "All right," and he's like, "Finish that one." He's like, "Okay, and like all that stuff like that. He that guy I really liked. He really sold a lot of scenes for me. So there was good up until a point, and that was just too much for me.
Yeah. Fair enough. So. Got our first DNF. I think this is the first DNF of all time, on this show so far. We'll see if there will be more in the future. I hope not.
From now on, I only pick animal abuse movies, so it's going to be a lot.
As long as it's not gratuitous, we're fine.
I love it. I don't know why you guys like it.
I love it.
I'm being sarcastic. This is my sarcasm.
I forgot.
You want to go hunt a kangaroo?
Yeah,
you want to go to? We're going to go hunt roos tonight. You want to get a hot dog?
Finish your beer.
Dog.
Finish your
beer,
right
JC.
Finish
JC,
your
finish your Fosters.
I had actually, I find this movie horrifying. It really gets under my skin. And I had forgotten just how graphic that sequence is. It's shocking.
It sucks.
The thing is, though, like, I went into this, like, I picked this movie because I thought it visually is, like, astounding. Like, I think it's one of the best looking films of all time. Like, just the way the light, like, bounces off their shoulders. And there's a scene in the bar where the shutter color is the same color as the beer on the bar, and like just like all the matching, like, you know, golden colors, and also the sunsets in the morning, like when they're silhouetted across the and I think the cinematography, like the camera movement in this movie is like exceptional. Like, I just think this movie is gorgeous. It's one of the best looking movies ever made.
Well mic'd, audio mix was great. The coloring was beautiful. It was really technically sound.
The world kind of like gave me like kind of a lightweight like Fallout New Vegas, where it kind of was like it was the desert, you know. It was like very brown and like grayish. Ooh. But then when you went to certain parts, like in like the bar, like where they're gambling and this and that, everyone's wearing a brightly colored shirts, and it's everything. It's all like the colors golden, are contrasting. Yeah,
it's
you could
just
feel the heat.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you could feel the sweat and the heat too.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
you could tell like, that it was like hot as fuck there.
Just the way their like skin glistens, like
they look wet
on camera. Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of
moist people in there.
Yeah, and just like the set design, like the like this hut is just like it's just like a mishmash of just shit everywhere. It's so dirty. I wonder if like they made the set or if they just found a house that looked like that.
It's called an Australian bungalow, and you can get one, JC. As you can see,
I love this movie.
That in here.
I love this movie. I think it's one of Australia's best, like, for sure. And I'd probably give it a 90. I'd recommend anyone seeing it. Yeah.
Nice.
What are we doing now? What do we got next week?
We're going to talk about next week. We'll talk about next week. I've selected a visually stunning movie called Apocalypse Now Redo.
Redux?
Is it Redux or Redo? I took
think
French,
it's I
think it's Redo.
I thought it was Redo also.
I think it's Redo.
No, it's only...
En français?
I thought it was only do if it's EAUX.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, Redux
we have to look it up.
Yeah.
Okay, how to
this
pronounce...
This is a wonderful film, right? This is going to be a beautiful film.
I've never seen
Francis
it,
Ford Coppola.
No, it's pronounced Redux. It's pronounced Redux.
Well, we're calling it.
Did somebody say that Kubrick? Was somebody saying that Kubrick directed this? He did not direct this.
No, this is Francis Ford Coppola.
Somebody was. I think somebody. I was mentioning it, and like I don't know. Somebody was yapping about it. But this is Francis Ford Coppola, and this is Charlie Sheen, and this is Marlon Brando, and this is Chaos, and this is beautiful giant set pieces and amazing. Like this is amazing. No. Get the audio mix. You want the good audio for this one because it's
another
audio
Descent into
lovers
Madness like this one. Yeah, go time.
Just to talk to Pragpro. It was Bagger. I think Bagger got it confused with Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I know.
But no, I've seen the theatrical version. I've never seen the Redux.
No spoilers.
Is this Coppola's preferred version, or does he have like a final cut?
There's a 2019 version that's like the final. I think this is the one to see. I've seen the original. I think like this is what's available. Like I was looking around. There's 2 versions available: the regular and the Redux.
No, there's 3.
I couldn't find the third one though. I tried to find the
2019 version.
Well, maybe the 2019 is the one we should watch if we can find it. But I couldn't find it to stream.
I mean, it's up to you.
Confused. Well, I tried to find it, but I don't know if I can find it. If you guys can find it, then I'll watch it. But if we can't find 2019, watch Redux, and we'll just do it like that.
You just don't want to watch the theatrical version.
I think they made so many great improvements on as far as remastering it, and they cleaned up a lot of stuff, and they added some cool scenes. It's the same length as the original too. It's 3 hours.
No, it's not.
But I was looking at Amazon, and they had both of them the same runtime. So are they just like not showing the theatrical version?
Yeah, the theatrical version's 140.
I'm so confused.
The theatrical
when they do this.
The theatrical version's 153 minutes. The Redux is 202 minutes.
So it's 10 minutes more.
No, it's an hour more. It's an hour longer.
You said 153.
No, wait, no, that's not true.
It's about 3 hours.
The on here it says the Apocalypse Now, the regular version, is 3 hours and 2 minutes, and then Apocalypse Now Redux is 3 hours and 22 minutes.
That's what I said.
So it's 20 minutes longer.
No. I'm looking at
JC
runtime, 153 minutes.
Apocalypse Now, the final cut.
Yeah,
which is
that's
3 hours, which cuts 22 minutes off of it.
Yeah, that's just the theatrical version. Like, just watch Redux. Let's just watch Redux.
Okay, we'll watch Redux. Okay. We'll watch Redux.
It's
the longest version.
It's a theatrical version. Is just repackaged Redux. I think they just they didn't change anything to the fundamentals of the quality of the production.
Hold on.
No.
So I'm on Google. I'm looking at all the different things, and then one of the things is, what's the difference between Apocalypse Now and Redux, which we just said that it, according to Google, that it's 22 minutes longer, right?
Right.
Or 20 minutes longer.
It's 49 minutes longer.
Right here it says Apocalypse Now Redux differs from the original theatrical version by adding approximately 53 minutes previously.
So yeah, I'm right. It's 153 minutes, and then it's 202 minutes. Yeah, we're watching Redux.
Okay, so like, I don't know. That's why I just say let's watch Redux. I think that the theatrical version on Amazon is actually the 2019 re-release, where they did add a lot, but then they trimmed back 10 minutes. So it gets fucking crazy. So let's just watch Redux, and like, it's gonna be a great movie. If you guys haven't seen it, I think you're gonna love it. It's like one of those movies that's a top 10 movie of all critics, right? Because it's so spectacular and epic. And like, it's Vietnam, but it's also the other craziness, and the locations are crazy. And
there's
Marlon Brando is nuts
as well. It's like it's
no animals are injured. I don't think.
No,
I don't think there's any animals in this get hurt. A lot of humans get hurt. I don't know if you guys like that, but humans are animals too. I don't remind people of that.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, and then tonight we have the Golden Bananas episode 5 on Lance from Saints, and people want to watch that.
That'll be fun. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. And then other than that, I think we did the thing.
W, guys. W. I'm ready to Utah Jazz forever.
Go John Stockton, Karl Malone. Those good teams. Byron Russell.
Tyler forever.
Don't tap the glass.
Are we done?
Don't tap the glass.